Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ScrapMan, bringing you another episode of Trailmakers, and today we are going to be trying to build an auto-balancing stunt bike. And this is inspired by the best builds episode we did last time, where we looked at a bunch of awesome creations, and a couple of them were self-balancing bikes using the sensors. And I was inspired by that to, let's try to build one that is self-balancing, but I also want to give it some crazy stunt capabilities where you can like flip and spin and stuff, and I don't know if that's gonna work, but I want to at least try and see what we can do. I don't even know if the auto balancing thing is gonna work as well as I hope it does, but I just want to try some things in this episode, and if we fail, then we get some good failure footage, and that's always welcome on this channel, as you probably know. All right, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this thing or what it's gonna look like. I guess this is the best seat because I can make it look like I'm sitting on top of something rather than just being inside of a cockpit. But the tough thing I'm thinking about here is I gotta figure out how we're gonna put the auto balancing system, because we're definitely going to be using this helicopter engine V2, but we have to make sure that it has enough space so that it's not coming into contact with anything on its sides like this. So pretty much we have to have it suspended here where it's not touching the seat, it's not touching anything below it or anything on the sides of it. So this section is gonna have to envelop it so it can spin freely. And that's what's gonna allow us to auto balance, basically. I'm also not sure what the best wheel to use is. I'm torn between, depending on the size of our bike, this might be the most appropriate wheel, or that, I guess, if it's a smaller bike, but I feel like this is gonna be too small. But you know what, let's build the basic body first, and then figure out what size wheel we need. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I've just spent like close to an hour building this thing so far, and I'm pretty happy with like how it looks. I mean, it's got rear suspension, it's got front suspension. Like, I'm really satisfied with how this thing turned out aesthetically. Now, what I really spent a lot of time on was trying to figure out not only just the balancing, but the tricking aspect of it. So I'm going to try my best to explain what is going on in here. You can already see a little bit of the auto balancing thing going on, but I have a theoretically full control. I haven't really tested it out completely yet, but also some weird thing happened. I'm not doing anything right now. It tends to like to aerodynamically like catch some type of backwards momentum, and sometimes it's hard to fight that. I don't know what's going on with that, but you can see we have a bunch of these servos in here. We have some for flipping forwards and backwards. We have the one on the bottom down there. Actually, it'd be easier if I can use my mouse here. This one is for rotation, so if you want to actually do like 360s and stuff, that should work as well. But I also have these sensors set up down here. These sensors detect the ground. So basically, this forwards and backwards flipping, I can use W and S to do that, but W and S also does the gas. So what I have is these will not activate with W and S unless these sensors no longer detect the ground. And same thing with this. This is A and D. So this is triggered by the steering controls, but I don't want that to trigger when I'm actually driving on the ground, because this front wheel actually steers just like it would on a normal bike. So not until we get in the air 2 meters off the ground, these sensors will no longer detect the ground, and then logic will enable it so that W and S and A and D will trigger these helicopter servos, which should then allow us to do tricks in the air. I'm not too sure how it's going to work. And then Q and E I can use for this, and since I don't use Q and E for anything normal, I could just do that whenever I want to. Even if I'm just on the ground, you can watch it happen and it'll fight against itself. So I'll press Q and E, and you can see I can just turn it manually, but there's no real reason for me to do that. And then of course, these sensors on the side that you see are activated. When I turn, you can actually see that the inside sensor will turn up as my front wheel turns in that direction. So that basically allows me to lean into the turn. So rather than it just, like normal, if you were to turn, then your mass would be pushed to the outside of the turn, causing you to tip in that direction. But this helps counteract that a little bit, so you can turn in, you can lean into the turn just by having those sensors kind of do their thing. But I realized that at faster speeds, it doesn't help. But you can see just how effective this auto stabilizing thing is. Like when I flip over like this, like just check that out. We stabilize so easy. All right, so now let's actually test out some jumps here. I don't think there were a lot of just plain jumps on this particular map now that so I've realized an issue with having W and S be the pitch, or like the flipping, is that if I accidentally go off the ground while pressing W, I'm just gonna nosedive. So I have to be careful about that. All right, but theoretically, this should work. So I figured this will be a good starting jump here. Oh, I just wish we could turn a little bit better. I might be able to adjust some of the sensors to help me out with that, but we'll find out. All right, so what I'm going to attempt to do is go off this jump here. I have to remember to not hold the gas while I'm in the air. Otherwise, I'm just going to flip. But let's try to do like a 360 going off this jump. All right, and... Huh. That almost worked, but not quite. Not quite. All right, let's try this again. Let's choose a little bit of a better jump, though. I don't really know what to expect, but let's try to jump into the arena. And you know what? Let's just try to do a front flip. If I just hold the gas, we should just front flip. Whoops. We should just front flip after going into this arena. Man, this thing is volatile. All right, go forward, please. Go. Front flip, please. Front flip. Oh, that totally just worked. All right, backflip. We're going to do a backflip off of this one. Oh. Oh, I accidentally pressed Q. I was trying to correct myself, but I just chose the complete wrong button. Oh, man, it is stunt time with this thing, though. It works enough. It doesn't have to work great, but this actually works way better than I expected, considering that we're using auto-stabilize and everything. All right, backflip. Oh, and into a wheelie almost. All right, now I'm going to try to do a 360. Okay, that was a little awkward. I could have used Q and E to flip myself back normal if I reacted in time. All right, 360 again. Oh, that wasn't great. Oh, something's stuck. Something's stuck here. All right, let's turn this Oh, I broke my sensors. My sensors fell off. That's not good. That explains that, though. All right, here we go. 360 again. I want to get like a really nice 360 landing. All right, there we... Oh, we have to use this arena. Go forward, please. Why not forward? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, forward. We have to use this arena as like a bowl almost. And like, hopefully we can go up vertically. Oh, no. There we go. All right, the suspension isn't fantastic, I'll admit that. But man, I'm really liking this so far. All right, and turn. Oh, no way. Oh, dang it. Dang it. You know what I think happened there? I think the sensors detected the ground before I was on the ground, so it just flipped me. But we were like on track for a nice smooth landing there. All right, and turn. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but we landed it. That was pretty awesome. Oops. All right, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just hoping. Oh man, I thought we had that. That looked like such a smooth landing. Oh, this is fun. This is fun here. Oh, can we get back in? Oh, no, we landed on the roof. Ooh, satisfying crashes too. I think this is a success. I think we built ourselves an actual stunt bike here, except for the fact that it doesn't like to go forward sometimes. And also the fact that it really doesn't like to turn when going at speed. But you know what? Here, I'm going to take out one of the engines. All right, so now let's see, without this engine, do we have a little bit more of a stable speed? I mean, going forward was a lot easier suddenly there. Let's see, if I stay still, does it push me backwards? Yes, look at this. I'm not pressing anything. And now if I try to go forward, something is fighting me here. I don't know what it is. I can't go forward right now. Pressing forward. It's like the engines just don't work right now. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a bug. Oh, there we go. Now engines kicked in. Engines kicked in. We're good now. All right, let's see if we can do this. Huh? What? We were in the air. What did we collide with? We must be colliding with ourselves somewhere, and that must be part of what... Oh. You know what I'm thinking right now? I'm thinking part of what is pushing us back isn't aerodynamic conflicts. It might be the suspension in the front. All right, here we go. Normal pipes have been replaced. You can actually see they're a different color. Now let's see. Nope, that was not it. We are still zooming backwards for some reason. Why? Why is that happening? And then why doesn't the gas want to override it? I don't understand. Let's see how we do without suspension in the front. I'm assuming not any better. Oh, we almost did like a lip stall on the lip of the bowl there. All right, we're gonna do some backflips. Huh. I think the suspension is gonna be essential, especially on the front wheel. Whoa, what happened there? I don't know, but we landed it. We're good. Do you think we can roll the bike? Like a barrel roll almost? Let's see if we can do that. All right, here we go. I think that shouldn't be a problem. All right, and... Huh. Oh, that worked. That worked pretty well, actually. What is happening now? I don't know. All right, turn. Another roll. Oh, man. I feel like I'm so close to like a smooth landing on that one. That one's like the easiest. Roll. Oh. Come on, I want to get a smooth landing on that. I feel like it could totally happen. All right, let's repair ourselves. All right, here we go. And roll. Dang it. I don't know what's happening with this roll. Roll. There it is. Our wheels fell off. Like, I feel like our wheels are like glitching into the... Oh, that was good. That was good. Okay, I'll accept that. But I feel like sometimes our wheels are kind of like glitching into the ground a little bit. I got an idea to make ourselves even more agile. We're going to be able to do wheelies now. Are you ready for this? I'm going to change the controls. We no longer need this logic system for our W and S, our front flip and back flip. I'm going to change that to space and control. So space should be back flip, control should be front flip. There we go. There we go. Now we can wheelie with space, although we don't really have a lot of control. Like, our sensors no longer pick up the ground that much with space. Oh, yeah, there we go. We can wheelie with space. Whoops, whoops. All right, doing backflips for days with space. And then with control, we actually should be able to, like, do endo. Is that what it's called? So now we can just do that whenever we want. We don't have to wait until we're in the air to use those controls. All right, now I'm just trying to go straight. We're going to go off of this thing and backflip. There we go. Yeah, I think that's going to be... I think that's going to be much easier. All right, now let's see how long we can hold a wheelie for. If I could just go forward. All right, and here we go. About half a second. About half a second on that one. Yeah, I have no control once I do a wheelie, which makes sense, to be honest. You think we can do the loop? Let's try to do the loop. So in the last video, a lot of you were saying that I was going the wrong way, because you can see this arrow right here is pointing in this direction, and it's a little bit of a smoother, like, lead up into the loop. But if you look over here, you can see this arrow is also pointing in this direction. So I don't think there's a wrong way, but the benefit to... Oh, I'm going backwards and I can't stop. The benefit to the other direction that I was doing, rather than this direction, is the lead up to this side is just not that great, as you can see. Like, it's hard to get a nice straightaway leading up in the loop here because of this lip right here. But we'll see what we can do from this side anyway. We're going. We're going. Oh, no way. No way. We just did the loop first try. That was awesome. All right, celebratory wheelie. Okay, that's not great. That's not the greatest thing. Celebratory, and okay. Oh, that was cool. That was a cool trick. Totally did that on purpose. All right, let's pull some sick dirt bike, like, sand dune moves here. We need to actually get some air for that to happen. Where do we get some air? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's do this one over here. I wonder if we can go... No, we're not going to go straight back down on this. I don't think this is a vertical ramp. We'll see what happens. All right, going up, and turn around. Oh, okay, we're good, we got it. We nailed it. Look at that, perfect. Now we'll just ride on one wheel. That's that way we can just do that. No, we're not doing it. It's not happening. Perfect. All right, well, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go into the spinner gauntlet and see what kind of tricks we can pull off in the spinner gauntlet. My favorite trick is just destroying myself. So here we go, 360. Success. Success. Oh, what if we could, like, balance up here or something? All right, just go forward. There we are. Oh, and we're falling off. You're falling off. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's a dirt bike. Do you really need 2 wheels? I mean, isn't that what you got 2 wheels for? So in case you lose the first one. Oh, look at that. Look at perfect upside down landing. Couldn't have done it better myself. Well, I did do it myself, so you think we can avoid the crusher here? All right, let's go. Nope. I gotta say, though, all things considered, we set out to create a stunt bike, and I don't think we failed. Like, it doesn't work quite as good as the ideal, but, like, look at some of the stuff. Uh-oh, we lost a sensor. Look at some of the stuff we're able to pull off, though. Like, we can do stunts. Like, if I want to do a backflip right now, I just gotta get straight and then do some of that and some of that. And look, we may have lost a wheel, but we've done a backflip. I'd say we've done a backflip. And if I want to do, like, a nice, like, 540 or something, like Misty Flip 540. Oh man, whenever we lose a sensor, this thing just freaks out. So let me know, what do you guys think of this thing? Look at that. Oh, never mind. Stop looking at it. All right, just stop looking. Everybody look away. Look away. Stop judging it. I don't know what you guys thought of this build. This is definitely one of the more complex builds I've done in a while, and I'm proud of it. Even though it doesn't work quite the way I was hoping it would work, I am proud of it. But honestly, I think a lot of the faults just with the physics are a little bit wonky with this game sometimes. And I think we packed so much stuff in such a small space on this, especially when it comes to balancing and just moving things, just packed into this, like, engine compartment. I don't think the game quite knows what we want to do with it. So, yeah. Oh, that was great. That was great. I'm going to end it right there. End it on a good note. 360 success. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future content. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.